Hi, I'm Diana Scott Horn, founder of the Benefit Link, and today we're going to talk about two things that many people ask about once they're getting close to retirement age and turning 65, and that's their Medicare insurance and life insurance. And I guess the reason people ask a lot around retirement age is because typically when you've been working for a company, you'll have some type of life insurance policy in effect where you may have 1.5 times your salary, or a $100,000 policy, or a $50,000 policy. But when you retire, you lose your life insurance. And so people are always inquiring about life insurance. And I will tell you, there's not a better time to decide to get everything in order than when you get your Medicare, your health care, life insurance, all at the same time. It's kind of a good period to just marry the two together. There's a couple of things that people don't necessarily understand about life insurance, and one of them is normally if you're in a group setting, your life insurance is going to be term. It means it's got a specific term on it, 10, 20 years, and then it's going to term out. Term policies not only have a term where they term out, they go up as you get older. Whereas a whole life insurance policy, which is not what's offered with group insurance the majority of the time, is a policy that whatever age you get your policy, you're locked into that age and premium. Your premium never goes up in your lifetime, and it accumulates interest like a little cash value where you've got some type of value to your policy. So that's something that people are really curious about after they retire. Well, one thing that some people don't realize is they now have plans through Medicare where you can do combinations and have your Medicare supplement and have a life policy at the same time, and actually have plans that have it discounted where when you do it together, you get super preferred rates for the Medicare supplement and the life insurance together. One thing is that right now we live in a really critical time with COVID and all the changes and the premiums of insurance going up and the cost of living going up, that people don't realize it is getting more imperative to have a life policy. Now, I'm going to share something with you, and I'm going to be transparent about something. In 2019, in the end of March, after COVID was officially announced as a world pandemic, the following month, there was a very big article that came out, life insurance companies deciding not to gamble on older Americans during coronavirus. And there were some very large, prominent companies, big name companies, seven or eight of them, that just said, no, we're not even going to have anything to do with life insurance for anybody between the ages 60, 65 and older, even if they were in perfect health, because they did not want the risk, the insurance companies did not want the risk of just the normal progression of things that happen as we get older in combination with the high risk factors of the COVID virus. You know, let's be honest with one another. Life insurance companies want you to live forever. They want that premium. And it wasn't working that way. People would take out a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 policy, and all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, they're in intensive care, in the hospital, on a ventilator, and then suddenly death is at their door and the life insurance company is paying this big, huge, astronomical premium. Now, I told you I was going to be transparent with you about something. Well, prior to that article coming out, my husband and I at that time were not even carrying life insurance. We're not on Medicare, and we have a very steep premium for our plan that we have through the marketplace. We pay, I don't mind telling you, $2,400 a month, and we just thought, you know, one day when we get on Medicare, premiums come down, we'll get a life policy. My husband, who used to be a finance major in college, when that article came out, he said, honey, we cannot wait to take a life policy out. Now, here's the transparent part. Mrs. Brilliant here of 30 years, let me tell you my educated answer and response I gave. Why? Why do we want to take one out now? We're paying $2,400 a month for our insurance. The kids are grown. We're blessed. Our house is paid for. We have investments. Every good thing you can think of, I gave him as an objection. I did listen. He is very wise with money. That's why we're doing well. And let me tell you what he said, and I'm going to say the same thing to you. He said, honey, we never want to be in a position where we discover we need something and we can't get it. We have no idea what's about to take place in the world. Everything can just go up astronomically. It may not, it could, but you and I both know it did. I just put $100 worth of gas in my car just a couple of weeks ago, so everything has gone up. Third of all, he said, we don't want all of our assets liquid. We don't know what's going to happen with the stock market. And everything he said is true. So at that moment, even he and I, with as much as we're paying for our insurance, thought, you know what, there's wisdom in this. And we both took out a pretty sizable life insurance policy. And so I'm just letting you know that when you're retiring or when you're 65, there's never a better time just to make sure you have everything in order. You would be very probably surprised how affordable it is when you complement the two together and do your Medicare insurance and the life insurance at the same time. So if you have questions about any of this, or any of this sparked any kind of curiosity for you, or you're not understanding exactly how it all works, do me a favor, call the number on the bottom of the screen, and remember, we're here to serve you. We want you to have the best, and we're looking forward to you having a long, prosperous, and healthy life. God bless you.